Okay, start by bending your legs and pushing your feet as far down below the earth as possible. Tilt your hip under you, lifting your back. And focus on relaxing. Relax your shoulders. And breathe in through your nose and out through pursed lips. Slowly bring your chin down towards your chest and up to neutral. Down towards your chest and up to neutral. Down towards your chest and up to neutral. Turn your head towards the right, the left, the right, and the left. From the center, tilt your head towards the right, the left, the right, and the left. And center. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Now bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Now lower the arms, bring them up behind you. And up. Push into the floor as you're lifting the arms up and bring them back. So the feet are constantly going deeply into the floor. And back. Lower the arms, bring the left arm up, over, turn and reach, back. And up, turn and reach, and back. Now go the opposite way, right arm, up, over, turn and reach, back, up and over, turn and reach, and back. Both arms, and open your chest. And again. And open. Shift the weight onto the right leg, bring the left toe next to the right, and bring the heel forward and back to the ankle. Forward, back to the ankle. Forward, back to the ankle. Two more. Forward, back to the ankle. Forward, back to the ankle. Shift onto the left leg, peel onto the floor. Bring the right foot next to the left and forward. Back to the ankle. Forward, back to the ankle. Forward, back to the ankle. Forward, back to the ankle. And forward, back to the ankle. Shift onto the right leg, bring the left foot next to the right. Make sure the foot is facing forward and out to the side and back. Try not to weight shift. And you don't have to reach all the way out, just go out a little bit and back. Lead with the heel. Two more. And land the foot. Shift onto the left, bring the right foot over to the left and out. Again, try not to weight shift. Two more. One more. And down. Now, at this point, if you need to get a chair, please get a chair. It's for balance, but you want to turn the seat to the side. So face turn the feet that way. And so we're going to start with this leg. So you want to go on that side of the chair. Facing, you're still facing forward. Is it your first time in the class? Okay, my name is Marvin. I'm sorry. Robert, nice to meet you. All right, so make sure your legs are softly bent, and we'll talk about the class in a minute. All right, so is that going to be good for you where the chair is? Well, wherever it is, as long as it's on the side, this way you can lean on it if you need to. You might want to move your chair a little bit closer to you. Yeah, that's better, because this way you have leverage. All right, so shift the weight onto the left leg. Bring the left leg behind you. Shift your weight onto the right leg. Now from here, you can use the engine. I gotta put this on. Because now I'm talking about joints. Okay. So in all your joints, the elbows and knees have a lot of energy that they lead you. They move things. The elbow is a third hand. So when this hand is caught up carrying packages or whatever, the elbow takes over. So from here, in this case, the knee, because the knee is a hinge joint, you're going to lead with the knee and come up. Now, bring it back behind you, and this is led with the knee. And up and behind. So make sure the big toe of the right leg is pushing into the floor. This is pushing down as this is lifting up, behind, and up, behind. The last one, up. Push really down on the right leg. Now lower the left leg, peel onto the floor. Shift the weight onto the left leg, bring the right leg behind you. Now lift it up. Push down the left leg and behind. Up. And behind. 3 more. Up. Behind. And up. Behind. I think this is the last one. Up. And come down. Last time we met, I gave you a 3 motion exercise. We'll do that today. Again, if you need a chair, if you don't have one, think about getting one. Let me just show you remind you what it is first. It goes, say the left leg goes from the front to the side and behind. So it just goes like this. You're gonna feel a lot of things translating in the right leg as you're doing this. It's done on purpose to strengthen the foot and the ankle. So starting with the left leg behind, we'll do this 5 times. So this is 1. So to the front, side, back. 2 more sets. 1 more set, and rest. Now you should have felt like you were going a little wobbly, but that's okay. That's what you want to feel. But it's important is in training the stability muscles. Why do we need to train them?
Need them.
We need them to what?
Stay
To
upright.
stabilize. When you land, these muscles must stabilize. They have to grip. They have to make sure everything lines up. Now, place the weight on the left leg. And
I'm not only feeling it in the quad.
you're feeling the quads. Yeah. Because the quads are doing this.
Are you supposed to lead with your knee in this also?
Yeah. The knee's holding the leg up. So, yeah. But we don't think about those things when we do it.
Right.
But
But it helps.
yeah. But depending on what you're using the knee for, it's important. You know, sometimes you might be using the knee to do something, like kneeling down. Or
When you said you don't think about it, just when you said starting the class, push down and throw as much as you can into the earth.
right,
Just that one cue makes you much more cognizant
right.
of that you should be doing that,
Right.
firmly.
But that's why I teach a lot of details. They say I'm detail orientated. Sometimes they get on my case because they say I'm overly detailed. But when I trained when I was a kid, that's the way it was. And if you didn't do it right, there was a problem. And you don't want those problems. You just start this. Details are important.
Now I can read it.
Let me lower it then a little bit. If it's too low, if it's too high, you can let me know if it's too high.
Oh, well, okay, I waited for the list, but yeah.
Okay. You can you hear the music?
Yes.
Good.
I
Yeah.
know, ask
and-
everyone else. I'm
Yeah,
not-
no, yeah, but the thing is, I'm not asking you because of you. I'm asking you because I wanted to travel back that way. That's why. Like, can you hear the music? Yeah. So sometimes when I ask a person, it depends on where they are in the room. So that's why I asked that question. But with that said, we're going onto the left leg. The right foot goes in front, side, and behind. And this is 2, 3, 4, and 5, and rest. How was that? But sometimes you might find that one leg may be stronger than the other. And it could be the left or right side. So it changes depending on what happens in life. So now we're going to go into, we're going to practice golden rooster stance on one leg. So we theoretically did it, but this time we're extending the leg. So we brought the knee up. Now we want to extend the leg. Bring the knee up and bring it down. So this is led with the knee. The knee holds it up. You extend the leg outward, bring it back, then lower the leg. These pants are not stretch pants, so up, extend, back to what my knee's doing, and down. So you saw my knee go up and down. So up, extend, bring it back, and down. Up, extend, bring it back, 2 more, up, extend, back, 1 more, up, extend, back, and down to rest your supported leg. How was that? Good. And the good thing is, I didn't see anybody fall onto the floor. Well, if you sit here, that's okay. But the thing is, you weren't wobbling. That means you improved in strength, right? Because if you say, well, I feel balanced, it's because your leg got stronger. You know, you've been chasing this class. Some of you, like, this might be your 3rd or 4th, I'm not sure how many times I taught, but you're getting stronger in each leg. So now we'll see what the other leg does. Place the weight onto the left leg. The right leg goes up, extend, back, and down. Up, extend, back, and down. 3 more. Up, extend, back, 2 more. Up, extend, back. Lost my thought. Up, extend, back, and down. How was that? I was thinking about what they do in China. Some people, I'm not that person that can bring my leg up to here.
Yeah.
I can only bring it up to here. That's it. I'm done. There was a time when I was able to do that. That was when I was much younger, but not anymore. So that felt good to you? That's great. And did you feel stable? And so the word stable and stability match. We did this exercise to encourage stability. So when you go up, you can be stable. So see how the two match? When we do these exercises, it's all about training the proprioceptors. So those are the signals for the legs to tell the legs and feet what to do. And so we teach that. So when you do an exercise, you don't trip or fall. Okay, so now we're going to cloud hands. Use your pinky and thumb to turn the hand upward. So this is my left hand. Use your pinky and thumb to turn the hand to match. Now the hands are facing my belly button. So that means the thumb on the top hand, the pinky on the bottom hand. I push into the floor. As I change, my body goes up and down. Now shoulders are resting. This is a wrist movement. So elbows are down, back is just neutral, and the wrists are turning. Slowly rotate your back softly and elbows are down. So bring your elbows down and up and down. Now come out, open, the wrist relax, the body opens. See how my chest is opening my hands, not my hands. So now from here, turn towards the right hand turns down, the left hand goes on the outside of the right arm. As you change, the right hand lowers and turns palm up, the left hand turns outward. This would be wash face. Opposite hand, right hand goes on the outside of the left arm, right hand turns out, left hand turns up. I keep a connection in the center. So see how my edge of my hands face my belly button, and the edge of this hand is also in my center. And down. Change. The hands change. Now extend the right hand in front of the left pocket. Bring the left hand to the height of the ear. And now turn the body. And change. The left hand dives down but goes slightly forward. The elbows try to come together and turn. Now remember the angle of the lower hand is forward. So it's not in here, it's away from the body. And turn. Make sure the elbow is helping, it's leading. This is led by the hips and also by the elbow. Turn. And from center, open and close. Press out and lower the hands. And rest. So you notice when I lower the hands, see how my hands turn? And then they go down. I'm pointing down. Any questions? So the elbow is taking the lead. My body's turning, but there's a lot of energy here. This is on purpose. Remember, this is a hand. So I wash face, this is washing, and this whole arm, led by the elbow, is washing. And when I change, it's both. And I turn. Does that make sense? Because you have a lot of energy. When you're doing this, they're very powerful movements, but you can't see them. Because this is a yin energy, is a soft energy. It's one of those phantom energies. Remember I told you about phantom movements? It's one of those phantom energies that you don't see, but the power is there. And yes, yeah, but it's also called Hua Jing. It's an energy that all of us have. We just don't use it. And this is an energy that's very important to use. Like, come in from it. Go. No. So just turn this way. So now, if I place my hand here, just put that, just lay back, put back. Yeah. So now, not use your arm, just turn your body, use your elbow. Move your, just turn,
Which way
turn
is
that
that?
back. No, this way. Right. Yes, just turn. No, this way. Turn. Go back. Now turn. See what I was talking about?
Yeah,
You felt the energy.
I feel it.
Yeah. So you don't know this energy until you feel it. If I do it to you, like I did with him, a lot of times I just let you guys do it, but you need to feel it, not me. I already know what's there. But I'll let someone like one of you guys, and say, oh, it's real.
It's like an aura. Is that when they say like an aura? Around?
No, aura's like an atmosphere. This is an internal energy. Aura's like an atmosphere. So, but it's a real. This is a real energy that's underutilized until you learn how to use it. So we did the 3 postures. Now we're going into the form. So you may want to put the chairs away because it may be anyway. Push into the floor. Turn towards the right. So now, when I turn, my hand is reaching out, and this is where the pinky and thumb. So see how, as it, let's say I go up here, my hands turn. So really use the pinky and thumb to turn the hand. So let me show you. Come here. She asked a question, didn't she? So, yeah. Okay. So if I'm here, see what happens? Give me resistance. See? Now you turn me. Okay. So from here, yeah, just turn up. See the pinky, use the pinky and thumb. Go like.
Oh.
So go ahead.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
See what? So again, she had one of those old movements. When I said use your pinky, she wasn't using it, right? And then she started to use it. It's a scooping. So it scoops, but then it goes into cloud hands. So it goes like this. It's a yin hand, and then one turns to yin and one turns to yang. The hand turning down will be the yang hand. The hand turning up is the yin hand. So that's why I'm recording this. Don't worry about committing this to memory, but just know that it's there because your hands are doing different things. So as my hands begin to form, they're forming to do different things. Notice how this is about to come out, and it's just, and I don't know why it came out this way. Maybe suspected something, but my hands turn and went like this, and now my hands are energized. So starting to form.
Yeah.
Going this way, arms are bent. Then I turn my hand, so the left hand turns down, and the right hand turns down, the left hand turns up. I go into cloud hands, I push into the right leg, bring the left toe next to the right ankle. Step out, use the pinky and thumb to rotate the hands to face each other vertically. So now my hands are vertical. Shift onto the left leg. Bring the right toe next to the left ankle. Stay there for a second. Now, lower the right heel, raise the left heel, and step forward with the left heel. Now, as you go forward, the elbows, see I sink, and my elbows push the hand slightly upward. Bring the right toe next to the left ankle. Step back with the right foot, sink. So I sink down. As I press up, the hands go into the center. My right hand goes up first because of my body. The left hand touches the back of the right hand by the index finger and thumb. My toes, the left toes are off the floor. The weight's going onto my left heel. Rotate in. I turn the body, step out towards the right. Shift onto the right leg. Bring the left toe next to the right ankle. Okay, so now I'm just going to check your hands. Okay, so someone asked, was this loose fist? It's a hybrid between claw. Actually, it is a claw. Again, for those who I taught know me, I said my background is what? Tactical, right? So when you're bringing the hand this way, the claw begins to form because one, you're energizing the hand. Secondly, the finger, this is called iron claw. Some of you may have heard of it or seen it on TV or something in movies. Iron claw. In self-defense, when this movement is done, 6 surfaces hits the first person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
So iron claw is a committed movement, very powerful movement. You do not want to get hit with an iron claw. You have to change energy. 6 surfaces, again, your fingers. Now, why are the fingers like this? Because remember I said claw is this, right? What are you collecting? Well, from a tactical point. Energy, yes, but tactical. Tactical. Right. So someone just tries to push you against the wall in the subway, and you decide to do iron claw. You knock the person back, but your fingers go like this. What is this motion doing? Well, it's collecting something. Well, 3 letters. 3 letters. D, N, A.
And the person that attacked.
Of the person that attacked you.
Oh, like evidence, DNA.
Right.
Oh.
DNA.
Oh.
When you do this like that, you are scratching the person. It's claw.
Oh.
So you're collecting DNA.
Oh.
Yes, because that person could say, that wasn't me. Right? They'll be down there, they'll have 5 marks on their face, and it wasn't me.
Right.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. I wasn't there, exactly.
Right. You heard that song, it wasn't me? Anybody heard that song? You can put them whatever, it wasn't me. The thing is, DNA doesn't lie. So when you're doing this can, from here, it goes like this. And when we do the hand movements, you don't notice, but I'm teaching you how to collect. I tell you that you're catching prey. Now, so that word praise is very important, right? Because praise, what is prey? You have 2 words to begin with P. You have predator and you have prey.
One does it, one attacks the other one.
Right, but which one are you? Are you the prey or the predator? You're the prey. You're the prey. You don't want to be the prey. You want to be the predator. Predators don't fight predators. Why? Because they can lose. Prey means that you're going to give up and whatever. If you fight back, you become a predator, not the prey, regardless of what. So we got to think like a predator, not like the prey. So when you're doing this movement in here and like this, I'm collecting DNA. So just an explanation of why we do these hand movements. Just telling you, we're not going to go out there outside and do this, but you should know the hands do various things. Octopus, crane, all those movements do certain. What does a crane do? What does a crane do to a clamshell? It opens it by doing what? Pecking. It pecks. Right? The crane pecks. Remember I said octopus, open, crane. It pecks. So this is a very powerful movement. The pecking movement is very powerful, but it has to go to certain targets. What we targets, and then this is Tai Chi, but some of the targets might be sight. So I'll leave it at that. Because this is a Tai Chi class. But they do have, but Tai Chi classes teach about the animal forms. But what do they teach about the animal forms? If you're doing crane, the crane looks very nice. And octopus, yes, it looks very nice, right? Claw, like tiger, very nice. But what do they mean?
Defense.
Well, there's a reason why you're doing it. Yeah.
The strength in
Each movement. So go back into the form. Turn towards the left. Hands come to the body. Cloud hands. Left hand on the bottom. Right hand on top. Right toe. Left toe goes to the right ankle. So about with the left heel. Sorry. Rotate the hands. Shift onto the left leg. Bring the right toe next to the left ankle. Lower the right heel. Both hands come back. The hands slightly change. Shift weight onto the right leg. Press the left heel forward. Press up the hand slightly. No more than 4 inches off your body. The right toe goes next to the left ankle. Now step back to the right foot. Shift on. Right foot. Switch your feet. Now shift. Sink. Press up. The right hand goes up higher than the left. And now the left hand touches the back of the right hand by the index finger and thumb. So, yeah. Okay. Now turn to the toes of your left foot up. I turn on the heel or take the foot off and turn in. And I step out towards the right. Shift onto the right leg. Bring the left toe next to the right ankle. Now step back to the left foot. Sink. Bring the right toe next to the left ankle. And step forward. So let's come back here for a minute. At this point, practice your golden rooster stance on one leg. Up, out, back, and don't do this fast. Up, out, back, and down. Come to the front, open, go into cloud hands, go with the right hand. So now I turn the hand, I step out towards the right, rotate the hands so the palms face each other. Bring the left toe next to the right ankle. Go with the left heel, raise the right heel. You're changing the foot, step forward with the right foot, heel first, heel onto the floor, press the arm slightly up. Remember, like you're carrying a toddler, so your hands are even. You get the pads of your hands. You have the baby in your hand. So, and up. Now step back with the left foot. Sink and begin to turn the body. The right hand goes to the back of the left hand by the index finger and thumb as you turn the right foot in. Shift on to the right leg. Bring the left toe next to the right. Step out towards the left. So your hands are connected. From the palm, the fingers slightly bent, pushing the hand forward. The elbows do not go more than 4 inches off the body. Bring the left toe, right toe next to the left ankle. Step back to the left foot. Right foot, move, I'm sorry, but move forward. Because you have the camera right behind you, that's why. And sink. Bring the left toe. For this practice, golden rooster, up and down, right? So up and out, bend and down. One more time, up, out, I'm just watching, bend and down. That's about to the front. The right foot in front of the left, and open, close, press out, and down to rest. How was that? So,
Should both of my feet be facing forward? I ended up here.
yes, both should be. Yes, rotate. Yes, complete rotation. So when you did golden rooster, stand on one leg in that posture, how did it feel? Unsteady?
Yeah.
But you have to get used to it.
Yeah.
And why was it unsteady? Why do you think? You were adding something to it. What were you adding? Momentum, right? Energy. So now you have to learn how to control energy. Your foot has to control the energy. Your leg has to control, the supporting leg has to control the energy. So now what I'm doing is I'm bringing you to another level of strength, where you're going up to the, and you're going, and not falling over. Yeah. That's what you want. You want to be able to move and not fall down. Right. And that's how you acquire strength. Now you can say, wow, he looks really balanced. But my foot is really working to stabilize. So these muscles here, doing this exercise, helps to stabilize my foot and my ankle. Yes.
Is it okay to, if we're trying to do it fast, because before we fall down, if we're not holding on to something, so I mean, I can do that fast,
No.
but I can't hold it.
Well, when when you do a movement, the key word is control. Not speed, not strength, control. You use strength and speed within control. You control your strength by holding the posture. You control the speed because this leg is holding the posture. It has the strength to hold the posture. If you're moving fast, it's like loss of control.
So she'd be better off balancing on a chair.
Right? To just help strengthen the leg, yes. Balancing on a chair first or a counter to help strengthen the leg. And then practice, like, say you have a hand, you go to your fingers, and like, say you have two fingers, a couple of fingers holding this, and you just go up. And don't do it fast, just go up. And just hold. And this way, this leg will get strong. And so will these muscles. Because these muscles have to flex the leg, they have to bring the knee up. So if you go fast, you may land fast. Why don't you want to land fast? Right, because you may have a grandchild or somebody over who left their skates on the bottom of the steps, or their Hot Wheel on the bottom of the step. These little cars that we used to play with when we were kids, it's on the bottom of the step, and you can't see it. And also you land on top of a Hot Wheel, and guess where you be going?
With the Hot Wheel.
Unless you're trained to take pain and you just depress the wheel, the car, and you keep it moving. And you say, just get this thing out the way. And I say that for a reason, because some people were trained to take pain in their foot. You know, like sometimes you had to train with jacks in your shoes. You know,
Wow.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to do that?
yeah, I did.
Wow.
Jacks.
Jacks. You know, little spiky thing?
Yeah. So we're gonna go back into the form. You did that because you had to have an injury. You had to learn how to function with an injury. So you stimulate an injury by using something like a jack. Or you would tie your arm. It's painful,
Yeah.
but then you learn,
People bleed them?
no,
No?
because you adjust. You learn not to push out, you adjust. You don't push on the jack. You don't start with jacks, you start with pebbles. And they build up to jacks.
In your shoe?
Yes.
We got shoes, of course.
That's the new one.
Well, people walk across hot coals, don't they?
What?
People walk across hot coals. You ever see people do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the difference between a jack and a hot coal?
Oh, eat.
All right. We did a lot of things. I had lying and bought nails. Bought nails. Nails are interesting.
You don't want to touch you?
No, tactics.
That's why you're so strong now.
No, that's why. Yeah.
That's why you're so
Well, I
strong.
had to train people. I train high people. You know, if you go to my website, you'll have an idea of who I trained, like SWAT teams and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But,
So I want you on my team.
up. I'm old now. Can't do those things. Go with the left hand, or and toe. Yep. I train people to do those things. I can't do them. I mean, I can do them. Prefer not to. And go with the right heel, raise the left heel. Step, and press. The right toe goes to the ankle. Step back with the right foot. Peel onto the floor. So say I peel back. All but the toes are connected. So if you stay here, just stay like this. So put that foot, yes, and push on the toes. And keep the right heel up. So then put weight on the toes, and lift the heel. And stay right there. But shift the weight onto the foot. Shift the weight back onto the foot, but keep the heel up. Be careful. If you don't. Yeah. But what you're gonna find is that the midfoot's gonna turn on.
Wow.
So your weight is on the right foot.
Right. But you're gonna find the middle of your foot where the shoelaces are, or gonna start turning on to provide stability.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Your calf with the middle of your foot. So the top of your foot, across the top of the foot, you're gonna start feeling that energized. What does that control? Your arch, right? So your arch is now getting developed. Especially if you have flat feet like me, you're gonna feel this turn on. Now from here, we're gonna shift, and it's just change feet. So we're gonna do it. So bring the right foot forward, lift the left heel, and change the hands. So the left hand's up, right hand's behind the left hand, and shift onto the toes. Keep the heel up. So bring your left foot back. Yeah. Now keep the heel up and then shift onto the toes. So all 5 toes, you should feel the pad that's below all 5 toes, and just put weight on it. Be careful again. Don't lean back, just drop the weight down. No leaning back. And just feel it.
And our right hand is over.
Yeah. The hands, I'm just trying to keep it consistent with the hands. It's really about the toes at this point. Because you can push off the foot at this point. Can you push forward?
Yeah.
It's like a spring. You should start feeling like a coil. Like you just lower the spring and all of a sudden I'm forward. And relax. So it's part of conditioning. So I'm inserting some of the training that I used to do as a kid. We used to have to stand like off of surfaces and only our toes can touch. And we had to stand like this. And there was nothing, we had about 3 or 4 feet, sometimes, no, about 2 feet off the surface. We had to stay on the edge. And it's holding. Right. This way you're strengthening your ankles, you're strengthening your feet. Because they go down. The ankles and feet go down, they take a beating. They roll out, right? Ankle roll out. Yeah, they roll in too. Yeah, they roll out, but they turn it. They turn out. They do so many different things. You have to protect. That's what we're doing this to protect. So when you're doing this, you're looking at surface area coming together so you can balance yourself. So you have the strength. So if you do have a rollout and I turn, I make this adjustment. Your feet automatically know what to do. So they've gotten stronger and they're responding. They're coming to help you. So you want to turn on these muscles. Right, so you were facing this way, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now we just came back. So from here, yes, it's
The right over the left?
it's right over the left, I believe. And I could be wrong, but I'm just going. So shift back. I forgot where I started. And toe to the ankle. So left toe to the ankle. That's step forward. And then press forward. So step forward with the left leg and press forward. Now right toe to the ankle. Now from here, bring the right toe to the ankle. Now stay there. And just breathe.
The foot is off the floor.
This is.
Now turn out to the front. Step forward with the left foot, the right foot. Turn. And now you're facing the front. And now from here, this is the beginning stance. The more advanced, it's here. So stay there, wherever you are. I'm open.
Facing to the wall. How you hold your hand? Like this?
Relax. So everything's nice and relax. Just like this. Yep. And you just hold and you just breathe and relax. Press down. Breathe in. Now press the foot back. And settle. Relax. Any questions?
I just love the way that you said, just hold it, you know, your body's shaking, you said, just hold it. Okay.
I'm holding it with you.
I know.
And you're not doing it by yourself.
You're not moving a centimeter, you know?
But you're not supposed to.
I know that.
But what
We were in the
you just said, we
process.
have to learn how to do this like instinctually, the way you do. Because I just saw on the ball game the other night, you were talking about how you fall. So this is an athlete. A couple of months ago, he fell off the mound trying to get to the ball. He was the pitcher to throw it to the first baseman. He fell off and he ended up injuring his rib.
Right.
He either broke his rib or something like that, because I guess he didn't know how to fall, and he's out for the rest of the season.
Right.
So what you teach,
Well,
I thought about how you said how to fall and everything. You
right,
didn't
yeah.
do it. You didn't do it.
Take the bicycle with you.
Yes, yes. You put the mitt
That's true.
underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah, falling is about, you know what it is? Again, like some of the training that I went through, when it comes to we call cave breathing. Some of the training, you had to learn how to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. So part of the breathing is not so you can bring oxygen into the body, it's so you can teach the body how to relax. So when you do the postures, like for example, lying on the board of nails, it's comfortable. Initially, mentally, you say, "Oh snap! This is like crazy." But if every part of your body's on a nail, your body adjusts and then you relax. Now, keep in mind, there's a board that's on your head, so they don't want the nails going into your head. But the rest of your body, every part, and there's always that one nail that's annoying, but eventually that goes away. It does not puncture you. It softens you. It's like any acupuncture. And you just lie there and you just relax. So the goal is that when you're doing certain things, like with cave breathing, there's 400 pounds on top of your body, and you have to breathe. So you're not taking in the full breath. You're learning how to change your breathing cycle. And this is something that's very advanced, but it's designed to get you out of trouble, which means if you're compressed in a car or something, you can't take the chance of taking a full breath because you'll break your ribs. Hence, the person, when he dropped, he lost his breath, and that compressed the body, did a lot of damage. You learn how to blow out and just relax the body. That's why when we do this here, and I said sit back, drop the elbow. So what happens, you're relaxing in here. So that's the goal, and you're breathing like, and you relax. The weight shifts here. This way I know my foot's up. And you just learn how to relax. And each posture, when we hold the postures, your goal, if I go into one of the postures, we used to go like this, and hold, and breathe. In 30 seconds.
Very like a statue.
It's actually full breaths. And you just breathe. You focus on the breathing.
So are you taking shallow breaths?
No, I'm taking full breaths.
Deep breaths.
You cannot take shallow breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. If you take shallow breaths, you won't get enough oxygen to supply to the muscle. So every time you go into a movement, say we go here, breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe 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 out. And rest. Now,
Out through your mouth?
out through the mouth. First lips.
Okay, not through the nose.
No, you can breathe through the nose, or breathe out through the nose, but you want to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, which what oxygen coming. If you breathe in through your nose, through your mouth, and out your mouth, you won't get enough oxygen. You'll start to hyperventilate. It's all about relaxing. And then the body receives the oxygen. Now, they say, well, when you're exerting force, it depends on where the force is where you're receiving the force. For example, if I breathe out here, where's the energy going? Where am I pushing the energy or forcing it? It's going forward, or the energy is going behind me.
So you grounded, you're like.
Right. So if I'm breathing out here, which way is the energy? It's behind me. They say, well, you better think it's in front of you because it looks in front of you. But I'm coming back. But this is coming like this, and I'm coming back. So now which way is the energy? Forward. So it's clear. One is back. And forward.
In other words, to stop the attack or whatever motion the hand is doing, you have to go back before you.
It depends. It depends. You know what? That's a good question. It depends. You're supposed to yield. Is what you'll say. We like to redirect. You're yielding and redirecting at the same time. This way, you're not applying unnecessary force or unnecessary energy. So when you look at the motions of Tai Chi and you look at cloud hands, right? So breathing in, out, in, out, in, out. And at this point, you may start feeling tingling in your hands. You might. So you have to have it in front of your belly button. Now open. Close. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Put your hands on your belly button. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. And out to relax. When you place it on your belly button, the goal is to feel the diaphragm. The lungs are here. They come down to here, and the diaphragm goes across. You want to fill up the lungs completely. So you're taking all your oxygen. So if you're a chest breather, your lungs will stop here. There's other motions. Next class, if all of you are here, we'll talk about 3-part breathing. So you start to learn how to breathe with fullness of oxygen to fill up the jaw. And that's using the upper part of your lungs, the first, the lower part, the middle part, and the upper part of your lungs. So 3 parts. You break it up. Sometimes if you have a yoga belt or a belt, bring a belt with you or yoga belt that could go around your body. You know, like a yoga belt's perfect because it goes around everything, right? And then what you're gonna do is you'll learn the 3 parts. You're gonna use the belt to help teach you how to breathe the fullness of breath. Does it make sense? This way you're not breathing just up here.
Yeah.
You wanna feel this come out. You wanna feel the ribs come out. And you're gonna feel it with a belt. I would tell you to place your hands on your ribs. My shoulders may not want to do that now because they've been arguing with me a little bit. I'm trying to help them. But, you know, can I do it? No, I'm not going to try it. But you'll learn with the yoga belt how the difference in breathing. First, you'll see how you're breathing now. And once you put the yoga belt on, you're going to see that you're feel the difference. So.
Most of us breathe very shallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tai Chi and yoga teaches you to breathe deep.
Yeah, we go into a deeper breath.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's a very good training. And then they have all types, they have what's called fire breathing. I don't practice that as much because fire breathing, there's certain contraindication with fire breathing. Like,
Right.
It's yoga.
the problem with fire breathing, not that it's not healthy, but if you have an issue with your heart or hypertension, high blood pressure, fire breathing will not be the best choice. Now, some people can. Now, there might be some people that say,
If you only do it for a few minutes, you don't.
yeah,
do that
but you know what?
breathing.
If you get the headache after those few minutes,
And you have to-
it's not worth it.
Sure, but I mean, it's one of the practices of yoga.
Yeah, I get that. I would rather do, if I were doing that, I would rather do this breathing
Yeah.
and then do this breathing.
Yeah, the fire breathing makes me to, I don't need to speed myself up. Honestly. This is energizing. It's energizing, right?
Yeah, this breathing to me, I feel a lot better than fire breathing. Cutting out one and then breathing in.
It has its different.
I know.
Again, I don't think anybody should try when they're 70 years old and haven't done it all their life.
But if you have hypertension or high blood pressure, it's contraindicated. So if you're doing it, it can cause damage, and you don't want to be the person responsible for that damage. Yeah. So you want to be careful. It's important to know to let the people know that if you have that, it's not advised. They can do it.
You know that term fire breathing.
Yes. Yeah, people do it, but you have to advise a person. If you as an instructor, that they're gonna look at you and say, well, you should know this unless you're not taught it.
Right.
And then you're not responsible. But if you're taught it and you don't tell it to your pupils, that's a problem. Like when I tell people not to do this, when we do stretches, I say, don't do this. And hip replacement, you're not doing this. Right? Why? Because that's how they put the hip in. So you can take it right out.
But other people can do that.
Right, but it's contraindicated for a person to have hip replacement. Now that means one hip, because you might have a hip replacement here, but this one's good. So I can't do it on this leg, but I can do it on this leg. Or if I have bilateral, then I can't do it on either leg. But it all depends. But you have to inform the person. When I teach fitness, I tell them not to do certain things because I have a responsibility
Right.
as a teacher.
Right.
And I
Well,
recognize
Marvin,
it.
you were great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think in a couple of weeks.